already playing in rival leagues. Why not start a rival league?
Caitlin Clark is quickly rising as one of the most electrifying figures in global basketball, and few would have imagined she might boldly create her own league, stunning both fans and critics.
That's what's going to happen because American men of great wealth have so little vision and so small balls. We don't do bold things.
Rumors are swirling that Caitlin Clark might be planning a daring move, leaving the WNBA to launch her own rival league. If it comes to fruition, it could completely transform the entire world of basketball.
Americans, they're so stupid. We'll go money whip a bunch of these women's basketball players and we'll start a rival league right there in America.
What could possibly motivate Caitlin Clark to start something entirely new? To understand, we need to examine the WNBA and the challenges it faces. For years, the league has struggled with several issues, most notably the fact that many players earn far less than their talent and impact deserve.
WNBA right now is overseas playing in some foreign league right now because they don't make enough money during the WNBA season to take care of themselves at the level they want to for all year.
When you step back and look closely, these women are among the most elite basketball players on the planet. Yet many are compelled to play overseas just to earn a livable income. Top stars often travel to countries like China, Russia, and beyond simply to make ends meet, a reality that, when you think about it, is truly astonishing.
Rival league that operates during the summer up against the WNBA, or you could have a rival league that starts now, right here in America.
These women aren't just casually playing in overseas leagues. They're competing at the highest level, and in many cases, earning more money abroad than in the WNBA. Take Camila Cardoso, for example. She had to leave the U.S. to play internationally because the pay in the WNBA simply didn't match her talent. And she's not alone. Roughly half of WNBA players do the same during the off-season just to maintain their careers. We've seen players like Camila head to countries such as China or Russia, chasing opportunities that the WNBA can't provide. Imagine if Camila could stay in the U.S., play in a league where Caitlin Clark is building a new platform, draw bigger crowds than the WNBA, and avoid all the politics that come with the current system. That's where things start to get really interesting. Picture a league that truly compensates women for their skills, where top basketball players in the United States don't have to leave the country just to earn a living. Caitlin Clark could be laying the groundwork for exactly that. A league offering higher pay, better exposure, and a platform that actually leverages star power. The WNBA has enormous talent and incredible stars, but it hasn't fully capitalized on their popularity. Players like Caitlin Clark consistently draw record-breaking audiences and growing fan bases, yet the league struggles to maximize that potential. And this isn't just about Caitlin. This applies to every top female basketball player striving for recognition, fair pay, and the chance to showcase their skills to the fullest. The WNBA has long struggled to give its players the recognition and financial rewards they truly deserve. That's why the idea of a rival league is gaining traction, one that could not only compete with the WNBA but potentially surpass it. At the center of this new venture is Caitlin Clark, who could attract stars like Angel Reese, Paige Buchers, Guju Watkins, and other top talents. This league could run during the summer alongside the WNBA or choose a different season to avoid direct competition. But either way, it would fundamentally shake up the sport. Why would players flock to such a league? The answer is simple: money. Players want to be paid their true value, something the WNBA has consistently fallen short of. A league offering higher salaries and financial security would naturally draw top athletes. But it's not just about the money. It's also about the chance to be part of something new, exciting, and transformative. This would give players an opportunity to help build a league that genuinely reflects the current elite level of women's basketball. And just when you think the story couldn't get more unexpected, rumors suggest that countries like Saudi Arabia might step in to support the venture. You read that correctly. Saudi Arabia has already made waves in the sports world by backing golf leagues, and given their financial capacity, they could very well invest in a rival women's basketball league. With Caitlin Clark leading the charge, the league could start with a powerful foundation and global attention from day one. People are beginning to take notice that the idea of creating a new women's basketball league isn't just another pipe dream. Those who understand the potential of women's basketball and the money it can generate see this as a real possibility. Imagine if the new league offered players not only higher salaries but also ownership stakes. Having elite athletes own a portion of the league would be historic, giving them an added incentive to participate and shaping the league's future from the ground up. But it's not just about finances and ownership. This league could focus purely on basketball, free from the distractions that often draw the WNBA into political debates and activism. While those efforts are important, many fans simply want to watch high-level basketball. A league centered on the sport itself could satisfy those fans, delivering exactly what they want: exciting games and direct access to their favorite players. Caitlin Clark already commands a massive following, and if she spearheaded her own league, those fans would likely follow her immediately. With stars like Angel Reese, Juju Watkins, and other top talents on board, arenas could sell out quickly, generating excitement that the WNBA has sometimes struggled to maintain. So what does this mean for the WNBA? If Caitlin Clark's league becomes a reality, it will push the current league to elevate its game and rethink how it engages fans and rewards its players. The landscape of women's basketball could be entering a bold, transformative new era. The WNBA must step up by offering better benefits, higher salaries, and a genuine demonstration of how much they value their players. Without that, they risk losing some of their top talent to new opportunities, and once that happens, recovery could be extremely difficult. But Caitlin Clark's legacy could go far beyond just being a phenomenal player. If she succeeds in creating her own league, she won't simply be remembered for her on-court achievements. She will be recognized as a trailblazer who transformed the entire landscape of women's basketball. Very few athletes in history leave such an enduring mark. Let's be honest. While the WNBA is a remarkable league, it isn't perfect. Persistent issues have long existed, and players deserve fair compensation and a platform that truly highlights their talent. So, if Caitlin Clark can create her own league, why not seize the opportunity to revolutionize the sport, providing something fresh for both players and fans? And it's not just about Caitlin. Other top athletes would likely join this movement. Take Angel Reese, for example. She has built a strong reputation and isn't afraid to speak her mind. If she sees a chance to be part of something groundbreaking, she will take it. Likewise, stars like Juju Watkins and Paige Buchers could elevate the game further by participating in a new league. And it's not just the players. The discussions even include potential high-profile coaches, such as UConn's renowned Geno Auriemma, joining the project to further strengthen its foundation. Geno Auriemma already has close connections with some of the top players in women's basketball. And if he were to join Caitlin Clark's league as a commissioner or advisor, it would instantly boost the league's credibility and status, making it a serious contender from the very beginning. So, what comes next? Is all of this just a rumor? There's much more beneath the surface. While only time will reveal the full story, the fact that people are even discussing it shows there is a genuine hunger for change in women's basketball. The sport is growing rapidly, and this could be a prime opportunity to build something innovative and captivating. With Caitlin Clark at the helm, we might be witnessing the start of something truly revolutionary. At first, the idea of a rival league may seem extreme, but in the long run, it makes perfect sense. The WNBA has accomplished a lot, yet there is still significant room for improvement. A new league could attract fresh fans, provide better compensation, and give rising players more control and opportunities. Imagine the impact on the next generation of athletes. Young girls watching Caitlin Clark dominate the court could dream of competing in her league, inspiring them to train harder and reach higher levels of performance. This could dramatically reshape the future of the game, as more talented athletes dedicate themselves to basketball with the goal of joining this league. The pool of elite women's talent is expanding quickly, with stars like Juju Watkins, Paige Buchers, and Angel Reese making headlines. If these top players commit to Caitlin Clark's league, the level of competition would be unprecedented, drawing massive audiences and creating some of the most exciting basketball games ever seen. And what about the WNBA? In reality, they would have no choice but to respond. The current league is sitting on incredible potential but has consistently failed to maximize it. A new competitor could force the WNBA to elevate its game, rethink its strategy, and truly recognize the value of its players if it hopes to keep pace. If a new league emerges and begins attracting top talent, the WNBA would be forced to respond quickly. They'd need to increase salaries, boost marketing, and discover innovative ways to engage fans, or risk falling behind. This is exactly where a healthy rivalry can be beneficial to any industry. Sports are no different. Caitlin Clark's potential league could push the WNBA to improve across the board, resulting in better opportunities for players and enhanced experiences for fans. Perhaps the WNBA would begin offering higher compensation, or maybe they'd develop new platforms to showcase their athletes' skills. Either way, the players and women's basketball as a whole would win. Fans would also benefit, enjoying higher quality games and increased visibility for their favorite stars. Now, you might be wondering, could a new league really succeed? Launching a sports league is always challenging, but with the right leadership, investors, and top-tier players, it's entirely possible. We've seen similar success stories in other sports, like the LIV Golf League, and there's no reason women's basketball couldn't experience the same kind of breakthrough. Women's sports are increasingly popular, as seen with the U.S. women's national soccer team, and audiences are hungry for more. A league led by Caitlin Clark and other elite athletes could capitalize on this momentum and deliver thrilling basketball every night. And for Caitlin herself, the implications are monumental. If she successfully launches a league, her legacy would go far beyond being an incredible player. She would be remembered as a true pioneer who changed the landscape of women's basketball forever. Caitlin Clark wouldn't just be remembered for her incredible skills on the court, she would be celebrated as the woman who transformed the entire landscape of women's basketball. Her legacy would go far beyond anything she accomplished in the WNBA, setting a precedent that could inspire other female athletes. A successful rival league led by Caitlin could encourage stars in soccer, tennis, and other sports to take control of their careers and create leagues that truly benefit them. The ripple effect could extend well beyond basketball, impacting women's sports as a whole. So, what will Caitlin do next? Will she fully commit to making this league a reality? Rumors are already swirling, and the potential is undeniable. With the right support from players and investors, this league could launch sooner and on a larger scale than many expect, and if it does, it could shake the entire sports world. Imagine a league where top female basketball players from around the globe compete at the highest level, earn what they deserve, and have a meaningful voice in how the league is run, all guided by a bold and visionary leader. Of course, starting a new league comes with challenges, from securing funding to managing logistics, but with Caitlin Clark at the helm, combined with support from influential backers, these obstacles can be overcome. Once established, the WNBA would face real competition, and the entire ecosystem of women's basketball and women's sports could be forever changed. This isn't just basketball. It's a revolution. This is about female athletes taking control of their futures and creating opportunities for themselves. It's about showing the world that women's sports are just as thrilling, competitive, and financially rewarding as men's. The goal is to deliver fans a fresh, exciting product they can truly engage with, but can Caitlin Clark actually pull this off? Could we soon witness a new women's basketball league that competes with, or even challenges, the WNBA? While only time will tell, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark's story is far from over. If she follows through, it could change everything and mark the beginning of something truly revolutionary in women's sports. It seems increasingly possible that Caitlin Clark will shake up the women's basketball world with her own league. And if it happens, the impact won't just be for her. It could transform the entire landscape of women's basketball. What do you think could happen if a new league emerges? How would it affect the WNBA? If you enjoyed this in-depth look at the latest basketball developments, leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories from the world of sports.